So after the recent US operation that removed Nicolas Maduro from power in Venezuela, in classic communist and authoritarian fashion, what's left of the Venezuelan regime just declared a state of emergency. And I want you to actually understand what that means. The decree orders Venezuelan police to immediately begin a nationwide search and capture of anyone who promoted or supported the US action. What's important to note, and I'll say it again, promoted or supported. That isn't a legal standard, that is a political weapon. This decree has been active since Saturday, but they waited until just Monday, the 6th of January, to actually publish it officially. Now that delay is important because it means that people are probably already getting detained before the public even knew that the rules changed. And there had been multiple reports from the people of Venezuela over the past couple of years actually who had said that police would just pull random people over, they would take their phone, search through it, and if there was anything that was controversial about the Maduro regime or anything that supported American action against it, they would just be taken and thrown in jail or they would disappear. Now what's obvious is that Maduro had surrounded himself with loyalists. Now this is what authoritarians do. They concentrate and consolidate power in the hands of a couple of people. And what we're seeing right now in Venezuela isn't about restoring order, it's about control. If you needed any more proof of how authoritarian and oppressive this regime actually was, this is what collapsing authoritarian systems do when their power starts slipping. They declare emergencies and they criminalize speech and they label opposition as foreign collaborators, unleashing police and intelligence services with zero due process. So to all of the people and leftists in the West who are standing with Maduro in the streets in New York, in Portland, or wherever, chanting "Free Maduro," the same ones who scream about due process, yeah, the people of Venezuela who supported this action are being rounded up and thrown into prison or killed with no due process. Again, the word support is mentioned in this decree. That can mean anyone who posted online celebrating, anyone who was interviewed on the street and expressed support or was happy, people who refused to condemn the United States, talking to journalists, being associated with the opposition or supporting the opposition candidate who overwhelmingly won the last election, but Maduro refused to step down from power. If this regime says you're guilty, that's it. There is no warrant, there is no trial, there are no independent courts to stop it. And this completely destroys the whole sovereignty narrative. Oh, we can't violate Venezuelan sovereignty. What is sovereignty? Nicolas Maduro was not the legitimate and rightful leader of the sovereign nation of Venezuela. Their constitution says that their sovereignty lies with the citizens. The citizens didn't vote for Maduro. And a legitimate government does not and should not respond to a crisis by ordering mass arrests for the opinions of its civilians and citizens. This is what unstable criminal regimes do when they are challenged. First they fracture, then they panic, and then they crack down. And the fact that this decree exists at all tells you everything you need to know about what Venezuela was and why change was inevitable.